It's Christmas time and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time.
That's right, it's hot tub time.
As I light the tree this year, will be a tub. Oh, it's hot tub time.
Doesn't even
It's
exist.
Christmas time. And you know what that means. It's hot tub time.
So the lyrics you just heard was, oh, it's Christmas time, and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time. As I light the tree this year, you'll be atop. Oh, it's hot tub time. As I know up that mince, it's hot slub time. Isn't that a great song? Let's hear it again. Drone shot in my yacht. People enjoy that. By the way, I'm going to enjoy a little essential oils to relax. If you have essential oils at home, now might be the time to apply them.
Oh, it's hot tub time. As I
Come here.
light the tree
Come here.
this year, will be a tub.
Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Isn't that good?
Oh,
It was $180 because I didn't want to become a member.
it's Christmas time.
Yes, principles are expensive.
Know what that means. It's hot tub time.
I happen to have a guitar here, by the way, too. In case that should happen to pop up. Don't want to be the guy at the party with the acoustic guitar, but if I'm begged, I just might. Oh, here's an idea. Anyone out there, if anyone's feeling like they missed a gift for a friend because of all that's been going on, it's been very chaotic to say the least. And if anyone out there has just basically decided that they weren't going to get their friend a gift and they're a little disappointed about that, there's still time for those last minute shoppers. I'm actually going to give you a free gift. I want you to record. Basically, I'm going to do a cameo for free. So if there's a friend of yours you haven't gotten a gift for, go ahead and screen record, and I'm going to do a cameo that you can send to them and free yourself of the guilt of not having gotten a gift for them. So I'll wait for you to go ahead and get that screen record going. Okay. 3, 2. Hey, you. Hey, you. John Mayer here. Someone very special in your life. You know who. Spent a lot of money to order a cameo from me to tell you happy holidays. Your secret friend, they just think the world of you. And they know you've had quite a year, but that even next year's going to be even better. So happy holidays, you, from that goofy friend. I'm John Mayer. Take good care. Okay, good. Great. Cut that. You know iMovie. You know iMovie. I kind of know iMovie. iMovie sure wants you to cut a trailer, doesn't it? Something about iMovie is like, we want to make a trailer? I don't want to make a trailer. I'm just trying to cut something. Well, we could make a trailer is all I'm saying. And I go, what need is iMovie fulfilling with the trailer? You want to make a trailer? I don't need to make a trailer. Hey, Bob, you want to come over tonight? Cindy and I are previewing the trailer for our home movies from Cabo. And that was a last-minute gift idea from Cameo. Here's a programming note. I will be performing on CNN on New Year's Eve. That's going to come in handy, CNN on New Year's Eve. A little bit of joy from Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper. So that is CNN's New Year's Eve Live. When? New Year's Eve. Where? CNN. What's going on down there in the comments? It's Christmas time and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time. Yes, my hair's getting longer. I am the Winter Soldier. I only really saw that movie on an airplane and the volume was down, but I think this is what the Winter Soldier looked like. It's Christmas time and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time. I'm a drunk guy infiltrating your feet. Infiltrate my feet, baby. You know, come as you are. Come as you are. You cry when you watch movies on air. I cry like a baby when I watch movies. You know what? There's no fragile masculinity here. I cry like a man on movies. I cry like me on airplanes, I should say. Oh, I'll pull a blanket over my head and sob. I'll sob. I don't know why I always save the deep metaphysical romance explorations for the plane, but I got no problem watching, Necessary Roughness. It's an old movie pull. Necessary Roughness, you know, that brand new movie I just pulled out of the sky. Necessary Roughness, starring Scott Bakula, in theaters 30 years ago. Hello, Indonesia. It's Christmas time and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time. It's a catchy song. Do you get up and start pacing? On a plane? No. I haven't thought this through, so don't knock me down if it doesn't comport. But I always think the guy, and it's usually a guy, who walks up and down the aisle on an airplane. It's a little performative. Is it a little performative? Is it a little performative? Oh, not a plane. You meant the movies? Well, maybe the airplane thing felt more. I don't know. Then I was also thinking, like, when people have their hand out the window when they drive, I'm not a hand out the window guy. That takes a real level of, like, comfort with the universe. And then I saw a person smoking with their hand out the window. And they would smoke and their hand would go out the window. And I thought to myself, well, now you're admitting to yourself and everyone that you don't want your own cigarettes. You're kind of admitting that cigarette smoke is tough to take. You yourself, the smoker, don't even want the hand with the cigarette in the car. You're admitting that cigarettes are gross by holding it outside of the car. Otherwise, you'd hotbox it, I think. I don't know. I want the things I like all around me. I want them as close as I can get to me. Spinny is kicked. It's Christmas time and you know. As a plane walker, no, I'm scared of DVT and hands out the window. Of course, is a vibe. It is a vibe, but I don't think driving is a time to vibe. I'm very strict about driving. I don't think your car is your office. I don't think that's where you roll calls. I don't think that's where you get work done. 10 and 2, get where you're going. Be a helper, not a herder. And DVT, of course, you mean deep vein thrombosis, which is technically a threat. But I don't know. It's always sort of a cool guy walking up and down the aisles. And DVT has not shown in any prominent medical journal to affect only the cool guy population. Wouldn't that be wild if the vaccine tiers were like the elderly, the medical workers, cool guys who walk up and down the aisles of an airplane while it's mid-flight, grocery store workers. We venerate the cool guy walking up and down the aisles on the airplane. He's a cool guy, just taking a stroll. A plane ain't nothing to him. He's just a cool guy. He's 40 years old. 5 times a week he's hitting the gym. He's just a cool guy, catching some air, stretching his legs, walking somewhere. Yeah, he's talking with the flight attendants, asking them where they're based from. Yeah, he's the cool guy, walking up and down the aisles. Okay. That wasn't bad. It all rhymed. They also do the worm at parties. I do like the idea of very strange vaccine tears. Like, just super weird vaccine tears. It's not realistically funny, but it's a funny joke structure. He's a cool guy, walking up and down the aisles. Here's one. You ready for this one? This one's kind of serious. I actually mean this one. I mean most of what I say these days. But here's a good one. Ready for this one?
Can we talk for a minute? Let's get in it. Oh!
What's up, Bro Bible? Hey, you. You. You know who I'm talking to. You. you've been thinking to yourself, you could do it. You could certainly get away with it. Times are tough. Nobody's looking. You would certainly have a reason. But a reason is not an excuse. Certain things are calling out, and we can't deny that. Certain things call out to me. Hey, you could. No one's looking. Cook the books, man. Slide this one. No one's gonna see it. Everyone has a drawer in their house that calls to them. My drawer is calling to me, and I'm telling my drawer to shut the fuck up. And I'm talking to you because your drawer might be talking to you too. And you need to tell it to shut the fuck up. Because while you may have a reason, it's not always an excuse. So if you were thinking about it, don't. And I won't. And we will carry on. We will do this right. And we will hold on. We will bring each other through. But if you're thinking about it, I promise you, there are more reasons not to than to. You just can't get the math right every single time. But I promise you. Thank you very much. That was Can We Talk for a Minute.
Can we talk for a minute? Let's get in it. Oh!
What is happening? Who makes the best drawers? I was talking about kitchen drawers. I wasn't talking about your pants yelling at you, though for some that may be a vice. And if your pants feel like a vice, you may want to size up. Referencing a junk drawer of soy sauce. Whatever your thing is. And by the way, I would call a junk drawer full of soy sauce a treasure. It would no longer be called a junk drawer. Ariel posing, what is up? Why are you wearing a G-Shock? You know what? These are G-Shock days, man. I'm not even going to pretend they're not. Where are the pants from, John? These are Camp High. These are shorts. I didn't actually change my outfit for this. I kind of went straight to it. My hair, I was going to get it cut, and then the lockdown happened again in Los Angeles. And the problem now is that I'm like soon to become the top knot guy, which the top knot guy, also the same guy who walks up and down the airplane sometimes. And I don't want to be the top knot guy, but anyone who's ever grown their hair out knows at some point in the privacy of your own home, you secretly become the top knot guy. And it's not attractive, but man, does it feel good when your hair gets out of your head, out of your head's way. Show us the shorts. It's Christmas time. These are the Camp High terry cloth. I'm also wearing, like, we're not here for a fashion show. We're here hanging out. This is like, we're just hanging out. You need someone to hang out with on Christmas Eve, man. And I'm really glad, by the way, I want to say, that like society has not been shoving Christmas down our throats, because I think that psychologically that's even harder. Like, we know that there is effectively, for the grown-ups, not much of a Christmas. For the kids, of course, Christmas is here and it is here to stay. But I like that I don't feel as if I've fallen short of any standard of Christmas spirit. And in a way, maybe there's something to be learned from that. I don't know. I enjoy that I feel free to not have that much of a Christmas this year. It feels okay. But we still need to... Hold on. It's time for more. It's time for more. Where did it go? Come here. Right? Let me tell you what's in this one. Let me tell you what this is. This is these are actually non-essential oils that I bought. Ford Focus Tire. That's nice. That's an oil. Number 2 Pencil Faber-Castell. That's nice. There you go. What else is sandalwood? Nope. No. Oh, that doesn't say sandalwood. Sandal found in the woods. That's good. Anyone else? Anything else? Bulgarian rose oil. That sounds kind of essential. Anyway, there you go. Is top knot guy a plain Walker car? So there is someone in this world who has a top knot. smokes with his hand out the window, and like does this stuff, like just feeling the wind, and walks up and down the aisles of an airplane. This is not Young Living. This is doTERRA. This is doTERRA. I don't understand how their business works, and when it comes to just wanting a little bit of essential oil, I don't want to. Got to be honest with you. I don't want to know how they're working the books there. It seems odd, but I just wanted that. I just wanted this. I don't want to be a cog in the wheel. I just want the $200 overpriced thing because it sounds like you have to pay a whole lot more. I don't know what they make you do, but apparently they ship you like a gross of them, and they say, get to work. And you go, they go, get to work. So, what am I going to say? You want to hear some more royalty-free Christmas music? I spent $147 on this music, by the way. This is not a joke. Shutterstock.com. Royalty-free music. $147 for 3 songs. Lisa Frank, what is happening? Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, come on in. Do I smoke weed, indica, or sativa? If weed is legal, which it is, the question should be unexciting, and it is. The question is not as exciting as people's reaction is, ooh. But I enjoy edibles. I'm not on them now, but I enjoy them occasionally. And I like edibles because they're very true to what they are. What are they? Edibles. What do you do to them? You eat them. Any other name you want to come up with other than edibles? Nope, they're edibles. Amazing. Hold on. Let me have a drinkable. Lunchables. That's an honest name. What are these? Lunchables. What are these? Edibles. Eat too many edibles, you're onto the Lunchables. What do you say you and I get together, have a couple edibles, eat some Lunchables, watch The Incredibles? What's my Christmas menu looking like? Hold on, I'll show you. My Christmas meal is this Hungry Man Selects. It is classic fried chicken. It offers 39 grams of protein for a truly back-breaking shit. You'll go to the bathroom so bad you'll call your realtor. I don't even know what that means, but I'm gonna put this back because I don't want it to get skunked. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you why I did a Hungry Man Select for Christmas. Again, why put the pressure on yourself to feel sad in a situation that is sad? This is a sad moment in time. Do things that embrace the strangeness of the situation. This is strange, but it matches the strangeness of the world, and therefore it does not fall on your shoulders. Hungry Man selects 39 grams of protein. I'll give you an update. Let's get a little more music here, and I'll be right back. You want anything from the kitchen? Wow, 39 grams of protein. I didn't see that until I took the box out. Those Hungry Man brownies are unlike anything else. This Dot Russell. You know how many Hungry Man dinners you have to eat to put it together that the brownies are good? That's incredible. I think you also have to cut the film off of the dessert, run the knife up and down the entree, and I do it in the stove because I'm a grown man and I like to use the stove. A slow, even heat. Give us a review of your favorite shoes. Nike and Reebok. Oh, that's funny. Adidas, New Balance. These are a few of my favorite shoes. Some have Velcro, some have laces. That was actually pretty much SNL did that last week. So the SNL did it last. I know. I'm sorry. Let's see if anybody is out there who. Oh, we have questions. Are you going to get the vaccine? As soon as it is available to me, I will be getting the vaccine. But I wanted to talk about the vaccine for a minute. I think that there should be a little more compassion for people who are not anti-vaccine, but hesitant. This is a new thing going in your body. What happens when you go to the doctor and the doctor says, I'm going to do a new thing to your body. You've never felt anything like this before. I'm going to do a new thing. We do whatever it takes for a minute. We go, well, hold on a second. The older you get, the more new things happen to you in the doctor's office. And the doctor will tell you right then and there, oh, it's easy. We just lance it off. And you go, are you going to put me under? No, we don't have to put you under. We just lance the whole thing off. And you go, can I make an appointment to do that some other time? And the doctor, we do it right here. It takes 5 minutes. We just take a giant knife and we cut it off. You're always going to do this and ask more questions when a doctor says, I'm going to do some new shit to you. That doesn't make you anti that act. It just means you need a second. I'm just saying, I think more people are just waiting. Just tell me more. Eventually in the doctor's office, you go, yeah, let's get this done. Eventually you go, like that. But yeah, it's a new procedure. People do this for a second. Personally, I'm jumping in. Let some people for a minute go like this. I have a funny feeling that by the time the vaccine is available, people will have gone from this to going, okay, and they'll just grab the leg. You know the leg grab here? You just grab the leg. Right now there's a little bit of huddling, and now then we're going to end up grabbing the leg. I'm right for it. Some people are never going to figure that part out, and I think that's a very, very small percentage. I think the center mass of people are just doing this for a minute. I think it's okay. They're going, well, if I just went, okay, let's just, we just turn around. Like you go, wait. Nope, just turn around. Can we please you know that little thing where you stall the doctor to just for a second hear it a couple of different ways so you can get your head around it? Let me just get my hand around this. That's all that's happening, I think. Let me just look on the bright side and say that I think that's what's happening. The elderly and the essential. Cool guys. Those who can do pirouettes. It's gonna be an amazing thing. Where's my guitar? What a great way to let me know how the show's going. Hey, where's your guitar? That should always be an insult to me. Hey, where's your guitar? That's like the softest stick to music I've ever heard in my life. Where's your guitar at, by the way? Just explain it a few more times, and the body will soften, and the vein will be given. It's not even a vein. It goes into muscle tissue. Favorite Spindrift flavor? It's grapefruit. You should really argue the second favorite Spindrift flavor. I call them spinnies. It's Christmas time and you know. Let's see if there are any more questions. If I ever get around to living, that's interesting. That's such a weird song to do solo acoustic, but I could try it. I had a guitar pick here. Oh, here it is. I would sing it a different way. This would be the way I'd sing it if we were just hanging out at my house, which we are. Because I don't want to sing full out. I kind of have a voice that has to sing full out or it won't hit the notes. So I'll sing it a different way. Very prescient for the times. If I ever get around to living, gonna put my things away in the drawers and in the closets, and there I'll stay. Stay. dream. Gonna take the love I'm giving, I'm gonna set it free. If I ever get around to living, I'm gonna take the end of every day. I know we'll tie it up to every morning, and then we're gonna sail away. Set it free. It's all a dream. We're all having at 17. I don't have tattoos, and very soon mother will be calling me. Say come upstairs, you got more work to do. I'll try it again. We got it. Oh no no. You better wise up, boy. Oh no no. I think you better wise up, boy. Oh no no. I think you better wise up, boy. Oh no no. I think you better wise up, boy. Oh no no. You are hiding in your mind, working all the time, trying to make it better than you got it. You've been spending all your time just looking for a sign. It's never gonna look the way you want it. I think you better wise up, boy. Wise up, boy. I think you better wise up, boy. I think you better wise up, boy. I think you better wise, better wise, better wise, better wise, better wise up, boy. You better wise up, boy. Someone asked what guitar it was. This is an OM42 that I played the very first time I was on the Grammys in 2003, I think. And this was given to me generously by Dick Boak at Martin. And it would come out on records once in a while, and then I don't know, the last couple of years, it's kind of been sticking to records really well. So it's sort of like my main guitar for a minute. That was a song called If I Ever Get Around to Living. How about also guys who do this and talk right through it? That's another person, another personality type. Oh, sorry. You can always tell when someone just had lunch when they're doing an interview. Yeah, making this movie was really great. It's like, oh, this was the first interview right after you broke for lunch. Yeah, you know, I really like playing a villain. I thought that we could play a game. So I want to tell you a little bit about my history in my life with my family, my holiday tradition. And holiday traditions begin to break down as you get older. It's just the way it goes. Spinny's kick. Every time I went home for the holidays, through college and beyond, my brothers and I would play Balderdash with my dad. And we love Balderdash because, I don't know if you played the game, I'll get to it in a second. Balderdash is a game where basically you can invent the definition of a word. It's like Cards Against Humanity, but there's no track you have to drive on. You can really just fly anywhere you want to creatively. Hey! Mayor CW is my brother Carl. He is the person, one of the people I played Balderdash with growing up. And over the years, we turned Balderdash into basically an excuse to write things on a piece of paper for my father to have to read when it was his turn to read the definitions, or as we say in the Balderdash community, he's the dasher. So there was a game within a game. We were playing a game of Balderdash, but every time my dad was the reader of people's definitions, we would go balls out just to get my dad to read things that he had to read. So I thought that we would take out my game of Balderdash. There's going to be a Balderdash game in my house for as long as I do live. And I thought maybe I would read some Balderdash words, and you guys could submit some answers. Here's and here's what I'd like to do. I would like to have everybody who's commenting either come up with a Balderdash answer or hang tight so that people's answers can be read. So these are all, I'm just going to skim over what Balderdash is. These are all words that are esoteric but do exist. The chances are you've never heard this word before. On the back of the card is the real definition. Normally it's played where everyone around the table writes down their phony, fake, funny definition. They hand it to the person reading the real one. He or she mixes it up, and then they read all of them, and you have to guess which one is the real one. And if people guess yours, you also get some points. So I want you to really just clear your mind and also clear the decks down below on the comments. It's a great stocking stuffer. And you don't really need the game board, but it's... let me find a good one here. Okay. Well, we're going to start really easy. The word is spong. S-P-O-N-G. Spong. Spong. S-P-O-N-G. I know it's reversed, but you can figure it out. Spong. S-P-O-N-G. A spoon and a bong. That's a good one. A spoon and a bong. The sponge that cleans a bong. That's the one. That's the plural of sponge. Will you bring a spong in here? I need to pick one. Spa and dong. One need not say more. I can see it. I just want to say I'm rejuvenated. Sounds like we have an answer, and it is the sponge that cleans a bong. The real answer, it is a piece of land shaped like a tongue. The noise it makes when you click a pair of things together. Spong, spong. Carl came up with a great word, my generation knows it as a sniglet, where the sound a phone makes through the radio of your car is called prang. Prang. Any type of interference that's created by your cell phone through a radio if you're in your car is called prang. And I think that's a great word. Prang. Prang. Getting a little prang there, John. Okay, let's find another word. Let's find a good one here. The word is bignonia. B-I-G-N-O-N-I-A. Bignonia. Bignonia. Someone has just caught up to the fact that I had a cruise called the Marecraft Carrier where I wore a thong like Borat did and was just having some fun. Having some fun. I also want you to know that I quit having fun over 4 years ago, and I haven't had one drink of fun since. What came before Pangea? That's very interesting. Well, Pangea is the theory that all of the continents were one contiguous landmass. What would come before the creation of a contiguous landmass, I would ask you. So please continue to reply. I'd like to know. Bignonia predates Pangea. That's interesting. Grand claims of profundity normally false. Already a winner. We already have a winner. That's incredible. Perfectly timed ending. Bignonia. I'm going to use it in a sentence. You know, you come in here, people ask you a very normal question about the local taxes here in town. This is a town hall. The people have a right to be here. They ask a very salient question about local property taxes. And you hit us with this Bignonia about you'll have to wait and see until your next, we have to wait months to find out. This Bignonia you're hitting us with, just talk to us like lay people. You're hitting us with all sorts of talk of bureaucracy. Cut the Bignonia. It's good. It works. So many cards around me. A fake condition often mistaken for amnesia. Well, if that's the case, how do you mistake not remembering? While it might seem like he can't remember anything, he's been misdiagnosed. You know, a lot of people with Bignonia are misdiagnosed as having amnesia. While at first it seems like they can't remember, they actually can. They're just, I don't know. I don't want to. Merry Christmas, man. Merry Christmas, man. Let me see if there's any. Oh, Carl wrote something. I caught him recalling things. Well, Bignonia would be like amnesia with a little bit of Munchausen in it. You'd be I guess. Does anybody want to talk? These are questions. Oh, I see. I've been looking at questions the whole time. Anybody want to chill? Anybody out there? I'm sending a couple of requests. We're going to see. I have to imagine this person I've requested is sitting at home. Flashes of things he could be saying going through his mind. Flashes of things. Oh, if only I was on. Oh, the things that he's missing. The things that Mayor is missing that I would fill in if only I were on. Run to the mirror. Run to the mirror. You look great. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. Your heart's racing. I know. Just take a second. No. No. Declined. I won't tell you who declined me, but their special Middleditch and Schwartz is now available on Netflix, and I couldn't recommend it more. Honest to God, if you have Netflix, do yourself a favor and watch Middleditch and Schwartz. Raheem, where do I get whose account do I go to for that? Is he on your account? How do I find him? Is he with you, Raheem? Hold on, I gotta be able to see. Love You Rejected. It was, but you know what? You don't have to pick up. It's like a FaceTime, but there's 14.2 thousand other people watching you. Let's see now who we can try to pull into tonight's kind of a show. It's turning into a bit of a show. We know from the red lights, it's either an Arby's sandwich.
Merry Christmas.
Or it's Dave Chappelle.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I just thought to myself, if I have the power to distract and possibly accidentally soothe 15,000 people, it would seem to be like abdicating my duties in some weird way. It would be like abandonment not to do that for a second because of how strange things are. Are things strange by you, or you doing okay?
Man, Everything seems good here. Silent night, holy night, the whole shit. Not a creature was stirring. Mouse.
Good. I
It's
believe those are the original lyrics.
yeah. It's all just a quiet Christmas night.
Good.
It's a guy named Muhammad's house for a lamb Christmas. I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was good shit.
What was that?
I went to my man Muhammad's house for Christmas. It was funny.
Oh, you said lamb Christmas.
Yeah, we had lamb and all that good shit.
That sounds good to me.
It was great.
What was the weird part about it?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a very Muslim Christmas. I don't know. It was just weird.
But aren't you Muslim? Or weren't you?
Yeah. I am Muslim. That's right.
So we'll move on. It was probably an aside that I nailed you down on to have to explain. And there was on we go.
It's all good. What are you up to? What are you doing?
So I was doing nothing, which I'm pretty good at. And then I just decided if I ever had a show that could do something like this, tonight's the night to do it. And oddly enough, I got to tell you, when I went to go through the requests to find you, there are a lot of people watching right now. There's a captive audience of people also on this big international flight to a vaccine. And everyone's just awake in their seat watching Zombieland with the volume down. So everyone's here, man. It's actually kind of cool.
Yes, Merry Christmas, everybody who's watching. Happy holidays and all that good stuff.
We've talked about this before, but your SNL monologue was so beautiful, and it was like it was I tripped out on it. It was mind-bending how you did it. It was just fantastic. I fell out of my seat on the Count Chocula thing when you stood up.
Hell yeah.
And when I saw you stand up and you started to break, I went, no, don't break. Don't just do the thing where you laugh and that's supposed to be a moment. And then when you first talked, and your voice went down like that, I immediately understood anybody would break knowing that's about to happen.
Yeah, it was a funny one, bro.
Was that your idea?
Of course.
Did when you said, I'm thinking is there any way we could pitch my voice down? Was the staff at the show, were they quick to go like, yeah, let's do that?
Oh yeah, they can do anything, bro. It was crazy. Like it was like that, like seamless. Like, yo, could you pitch my voice all the way down?
I sound like Dennis Haysbert. Can you pitch my voice down?
It was wonderful, man.
What are your are you having a Merry Christmas? You have Christmas plans?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go away on a vacation to an undisclosed location tomorrow.
Good.
Just take like a week off with the fam.
Good. And you have more shows coming up too, don't you?
Yeah, we start in Austin. We start in Austin January 12th. Me and Joe Rogan. You coming through?
I'd love to if I can. I mean, I'm finishing up a record. That's the first I've mentioned of it. But I would love to try to come through. You kidding? I'll follow you anywhere.
Those who don't know John Mayer, he's always finishing up a record.
That's true. This was a weird year. I was finishing up one record, and then I decided I never want to finish that record. And then I started a whole new record, and I'm finishing that one.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't want to finish it? You just didn't like it?
I didn't like it, so I scrapped it.
You don't scrap it. Do you ever revisit those things? Do you ever go back and say, like, I like it or no?
You know what happens when I go back? I always realize I was right.
Interesting.
Go back and see things, and you go, yeah, there's a reason this isn't out.
Yeah, there are a ton of those.
Are there any jokes? I mean, there must be things. There must be a Chappelle Show sketch at some point that you kept trying to do, and you went, it's not gonna hold.
Yeah, jokes are different though. You know, the world is like cartoon scenery. You can throw a joke away, but they always come back around. If they want to exist, they're gonna make you do them.
That happens with songs. You'll think that you wrote a song on the spot. You'll go, I wrote a song on the spot, and when you think back on it, you'll be like, oh, those are the remnants of 7 other ideas I had at other points in time. Yeah.
Man, it was a song you sang the last time we did a show together. I want to touch all the places, the good books.
Yes. I want to do things to you the good book says we shouldn't, or something like that.
I got to find, there's a video of this somewhere. I'm going to find it and send it to you.
It's, for those who don't know, Dave and I have a show that's basically improv, and somebody think it's funny to be a singer. So when an interesting line comes out and I can immediately sound like me singing the song, it's always kind of funny when something just immediately becomes a song. And somebody said, I want to do things to you the good book says shouldn't do. And then I sing it, and it somehow immediately becomes a kind of a funny thing because you don't expect me to sing it.
It was very funny. Where's your wait? So no family, just home by yourself?
I'm home by myself. I didn't want to travel across the country to see family. I didn't want to risk getting someone sick. I didn't want to get sick. So it's a Hungry Man dinner for me. I showed it off. I'm having a Hungry Man fried chicken tomorrow. You know, I'm just going to be kicking around. I might, like, maybe I'll get stoned and jump in the pool and just get a little Groundhog Day on it.
That's a good option.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Is anyone coming over?
Nobody's coming over. That's probably why I'm here. I've got a whole bunch of people over.
Nice.
The good book, Sign Language. Carl wrote SSE, the Jerry Seinfeld's book, Sign Language. That's the good book. Candyman saying hello.
What up, Candy? What up, Matthew?
What would be the way to get to some conversation that's compelling and interesting? I don't know. There's just feel like a lot of landmines everywhere. Anything I want to bring up, I feel like maybe it's best to just keep to the holiday theme.
Holidays are good, bro. I love Christmas Eve. I'm not really into Christmas, but I love Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve is sort of like being nominated for a Grammy, and Christmas is like losing a Grammy.
Yeah. You know you're not gonna win, but you
You know you're not going to win. Just enjoy being nominated on Christmas Eve. Tomorrow, the results are read, and the results are never as great as living nominated. I'm nominated for a great Christmas, and tomorrow they read off the names of who actually does have a good Christmas.
Yeah, it's a good one, man. I'm looking so forward to this vacation, bro. I can't even tell you.
Well, the reason you're looking forward to a vacation, Dave, is because you haven't stopped working all year. You've been working. I don't know if people know, you've been working through and through and through this pandemic, and successfully, I might add. I think some of your protocols that are put into place are kind of industry leading. Have people ever reached out to you to ask you how you've done it?
Oh man, yeah. Like when we were in Austin last time, like all the public health officials come out and learn how it's done because we're the only ones who've really been doing this.
You have been basically a pilot program for how to put on shows and keep people safe. You must have a pretty high success rate of keeping people safe. Is it up there in terms of people?
High success rate. It's a pandemic, so you got to remember that there's no guarantees.
Right.
It's a very hedged bet. You gamble every night you go out, but it's a very safe and hedged bet.
And you haven't had any problem. You've just still go. I mean, I would imagine if you had a problem, you wouldn't be doing this still.
Nah, no problems. We're getting really good at it. I mean,
so you're locking up the phones.
You're
going into people's nasal cavities, their nasopharyngeal cavities. So there's a lot going on in a Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, no, everybody tests. It's real safe. We mask
but
up.
The comedy is dangerous.
I think you're gonna do it. Yeah, the comedy is dangerous still. It's good though.
Yeah, you've tested positive for a hot take.
and thus far, man, knock on wood, we've been very lucky with the Rona.
Last time you and I talked about this at the beginning of the pandemic, you were struggling with a bout of pink eye when everyone else was worried about getting COVID. I assume that you emerged victorious over pink eye.
I beat the pink eye.
Good.
It took me 4 or 5 days, but I got it right.
Well, who would have thought that we'd be hanging out in the same living room digitally on Christmas Eve, hanging out?
Man, I would rather be nowhere else, man. I saw you online. I had to say something.
I'm so glad. Thank you. I love you dearly. Mono Neon is here. Does Mono Neon know that he is idolized by an idol?
The bass player?
Yeah, he's watching.
Yo, what up, bro? He's dope, man. You know who put me on to him? Eddie Murphy.
That's what I remember you telling me. I don't know if he knows that Eddie Murphy is a super fan of Mono Neon.
Yeah, he's a bad boy on that bass. He's something else.
But then he picks up a guitar and makes everyone else look silly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys. Have you guys ever played a set together?
No, but that sure would be fun.
Ah, nice.
But I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here.
Yeah. That shit is the bomb, bro. We got to do a concert.
That one was for you. Mono Neon says, love you, bro. We
Love
love
you.
Mono Neon. Dave, I will let you go continue your merriment.
Merry Christmas, John.
Merry Christmas. Thank you for stopping in.
Always, man. I'll see you soon. I'll see
See
you
you
in.
very soon. Dave Chappelle, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. I mean, this is now entering quality entertainment. We are now in the realm of what is commonly known as quality entertainment. Well, that might do it for tonight's episode of Current Mood. I may have done my work here, bridged you into a happy evening, because really nights like these, they have a perilous hour. It's usually 1 hour that feels a little funny, especially with it getting as early as it does, dark as early as it does. It can be a little funny at around 7, 8, etc. So I wanted to make sure that you guys knew you weren't alone. I'll be hanging out in my house alone, having myself a Hungry Man dinner tomorrow. Be good to yourselves, and remember, there may be a reason, but there really probably isn't an excuse. Hold tight, be good to yourself, cope as best you can. If you're having a little bit of loneliness or difficulty with the moment, just get on DMs. Everyone else is on DMs right now. Say, hey, what's up? Jump on a FaceTime Live. Keep the brain moving. Keep moving. And it's not very long before you'll be tired and ready to go to bed and watch a movie, or like I do, just watch bushcraft videos. I just watch people make shelters with a little axe. Watch yourself some bushcraft videos. Oh my God, they're so relaxing. There's no talking in them. It's just dudes in the woods, just boom, 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 basically building little cabins out of, and just like, they make fires and stuff. That's what I do at night. I watch bushcraft videos. Ladies and gentlemen,